Hello everyone. Today in this video we will learn short tricks on a very important topic, average. Average is a very important topic for all the exams, all the competitive exams. Based on this average we will be solving problems on ages, then time, speed, distance. All the further topics will be based on this average topic itself. So average is a very important topic. So let us begin the short tricks on average. First let me discuss some simple definition or a definition of average. So we know what is average. Everyone knows what is average. Average is nothing but sum of the entities divided by total number of entities. So how this formula is derived? This is a very important formula, and based on this formula itself we will solve the problems. Some here and there alteration with this formula also we do. For example, sum, if this average and number of entities is given, then sum is nothing but average into the number of entities. Okay, this I can write it as average is nothing but sum divided by number of entities. So if average is given and the number of entities is given, then sum is nothing but the product of average and number of entities. Now let me prove this formula. For example, there is a father or dad, there is mom, there is son and daughter. Okay, there are 4 members in the family. Dad has 100 rupees with him, mom has 200, son has 75 rupees and daughter has 25 rupees. Okay. Then when we add all the money of all the members, so how much it will be? The sum of the money with the members, how much it will be? It is 100 plus 200, 300, 375 and 25 is 400. So sum is nothing but 400. And how many members are there in the family? 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 members are there in the family. Okay. Then what will be average? Average is nothing but, we know it is sum by number of entities or the sum of the observations. This is sum of the entities and sum of the entities is 400. And what is the how many members are there? That is nothing but the total number of entities. So it is 400 divided by 4. So it is 100. So if I have to divide this 400 among the 4 members of this family equally, then how will I divide? I will divide dad. I will give dad 100 rupees, mom 100, son 100 and daughter 100. So now each will get 100 rupees per head. Okay. Now when we add the sum now, 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100, again the sum is 400 itself. So by this what I want to say is the sum always remains the same. Okay. The money might change but the sum always remains the same. Okay. This means that average is nothing but per head, I can say. Average I can say it is per head Okay, or you can say equitable distribution. Equitable distribution. Average is nothing but per head equitable distribution. Okay. So let me take one more example. Now there are 4 numbers. What are those numbers? It is 23, 72, 37 and 48. Let the numbers be these. Okay. So what is the average of these numbers? Average is nothing but sum of the observations. Okay. Sum of these observations or sum of these entities is how much? 23 plus 72 plus 37 plus 48 is nothing but 180 divided by the number of entities. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers are there. So it is 4 ones are, 4 fours are 16 and 4 fives are. So it is average is nothing but 45. Now I can say that 45 is divided among the 4 entities. So now each will have 45, 45, 45 and 45. Okay. Now 23 became 45, 72 became 45, 37 became 45 and 48 became 45. Okay, that is equally 45 is divided among this 4 entities. Okay, so this means that equal distribution per head. Okay, average is nothing but equal distribution per head. Okay, now 23 became 45, 72 became 45, 37 became 45 and 48 became 45. This means 23 is increased to 45. How much it is increased? It is increased by 22. Now 72 is decreased to 45. How much it is decreased? It is decreased by 27. 37 is increased to 45. By how much? By 8. And 48 days decreased to 45 by how much? By 3. Means 23 became 45. Means how much is the deviation? The deviation is 22. Means from 23 it became 45, means that it deviated from its original value to 45. So how much it got deviated? It got deviated by 22. 72 got deviated by minus 27 and 37 got deviated by 8 and 48 got deviated by minus 3. So when you add these things, plus 22 and plus 8 is nothing but plus 30 and minus 27 and minus 3 is nothing but minus 30. So when you add these things, well, how much is the deviation? This and this get cancels and the deviation is 0. That means the sum is not getting deviated. Sum is remaining the same. Even if you add 45 4 times, the answer is 180 itself. And if you add these numbers also, the sum is 180 itself. So the sum is not getting deviated. The values might get deviated but not the sum. So sum always remains the same. Sum always remains the same. Okay. Why I am talking about this deviation is because in the coming up problems, the short tricks are based on this deviation method itself. Okay, so you should first understand what is deviation. Deviation is nothing but the value getting deviated from its original value. Okay, the number getting deviated from its original value. Then how to use this deviation method in solving the problems, we'll see that in the coming up problems. Okay. So in short, what is average? Average is nothing but per head equitable distribution. Okay. If I talk in terms of formula, average is sum of entities divided by the total number of entities. Okay. And one more thing to remember is sum is always same. It will not change. Okay. So let us begin with the problems. So coming to the first problem. With this basic knowledge, let us start with our first problem. So the first problem I will solve it with the traditional method and with the shortcut method as well. Okay. So before beginning with first problem, let me discuss one more important topic or one more important concept regarding average. So that is nothing but deviation concept. Let me discuss one more important thing regarding average, that is deviation concept. So what do you mean by deviation concept? So let me explain some important concept regarding this average. Okay, first let me assume that there are 10 members in a school, 10 children in a school, and each child is having 20 sweets. Each child is having 20 sweets is nothing but the average is 20. So what will be the sum? Sum will be average into the number of children. So it is 20 into 10, that is 200 is the sum. Okay, that means 200 sweets are there in a class. Okay, now let me discuss case 1. Case 1. If one more child and comes in the class is okay, then the number of children will be 11. If one more child comes in the class, the number of children will increase to 11. Okay. Then if that child also brings 20 sweets with him, okay, if that one child also brings 20 sweets with him, then the average will remain the same. Okay, 20. How? Let me see that. Now sum will be how much now? 20 into 11 is 220. So the average will be how much? Sum divided by number. So sum is 220 divided by 11. 11 ones are 11, 20s are. So the average is again 20 itself. Okay. This means that if the person who is entering, if he brings equal sweets as the previous old average, okay, he brings the same number of sweets as the old average, then the average will not change. The average always remains the same. Let me discuss case 2. Okay. Now again, if one child comes to the class, okay, this is case 1. Case 1 is over. Now if one child comes to the class, new child, okay, then again the number of students will be 11. Now don't take this is over. Case 1 is over. Now case 2. Now there were 10 students earlier. Now since one more child came to the class, the strength became 11. Now if that child brings 31 sweets with him, okay, initially that previous one child was bringing 20 sweets with him, so that time the average was 20 itself. Now let us see. Now this new child is bringing 31 sweets with him. When he brings 31 sweets with him, now what will be the sum? Sum will be 31 into 11. Or previously there were 200, new child came and he brought 31 sweets with him. So sum is 200 plus 31 is 231. Then what will be average now? Again sum upon number. So sum is 231 now, and the number of students are 11. So 11 ones are 11, 22s are, sorry, 21s are. So the average became 21. That means each child is now having 21 sweets with them. Okay. See now, the new child, what he came, he bought 31 sweets with him. Means this number is greater than the old average. Old average was 20, isn't it? Old average was 20. So the new child, what he came, he is bringing 31 sweets with him. So 31 is greater than 20. When the new person is having the value greater than the old average, then the new average will always increase. The new average will always increase. Okay, if the new person, whoever is coming, it can be any weight of the teacher, or it can be anything else. If the weight of the teacher is more than the previous average given in the problem, then the new average will always be more. It will always increase. Now see here, this child is bringing 31 sweets, means in old case each child was having 20 sweets. Means if this child also has 20 sweets, how much extra he is having? 11 sweets extra he is having. So this 11, again if it is divided among this 11 children, then each child will get 1 extra. Per head they will get 1 extra. So initially they were having 20. Now if they get 1 extra with them, then each one will have 21 with them, isn't it? So this means that the average increased by 1. So the average became 21. This means that if the new person, whatever the new person's weight or new person's age is greater than the old average, the new average always increases. This you have to remember. Now let me see case 3. Again one child comes to the class. Okay, then the number of children will become 11. Don't say the number of children becomes 12, because we are finished with these cases. Okay. Now again with reference to the old data, one more child comes to the class, so the number of children becomes 11. Then average, if that child brings 9 sweets with him, okay, if he brings 9 sweets with him, then what will be the sum? Earlier the sum was 200. Then that child bought 9 sweets with him, so plus 9, so it is 209. So what will be the average? Average is sum upon a number of children. So sum is now 209 divided by number of children is 11. So it is 11 ones are 11, ones are 11 and 11 nines are. So it is 19. So this shows that if the new person who is coming, if he brings something less than the old average, okay, if he brings something less, it can be weight, it can be age, it can be sweets, anything. If whatever he is bringing is less than the old average, then the new average always decreases. New average always decreases. Okay, how it is that? Just see here, the new person, he is bringing only 9 sweets with him, but we know that earlier there are 20 sweets with each child. So how much this child is running short? This child is running short of 11 sweets. So what it is done, 1 sweet from each child is taken and given to this new person. So if 1 sweet from each child is taken, 1 from each child, then 11 children are there. So 11 sweets are taken and given to this person. So when this person, it is given to this person, now this person is having 20 sweets, 19 sweets, sorry, 9 plus old children, there were 10 children, isn't it? So each child ka one sweet is taken and given to this new child. So that means 10 sweets are taken from the previous children and given to this person. So this person will have now 19 sweets with him, and one is taken out from each child. Earlier they had 20 sweets with them. So if one is taken out from each child, then how much will remain with them? 19 will remain. So now 19 sweets are available with all 11 children. With all 11 children, 19 sweets are available. So this shows that if the number of sweets or the age, whatever the new person is coming, if it is less than the old average, then the new average always decreases. Okay, this is very important thing what we have to remember. If the new person coming is having more than the old average, then the new average always increases. But if the new person coming is having anything less than the old average, then the new average always decreases. This is very important concept, and this concept we use in solving all the problems. So please understand this concept very well. Okay, assuming that you all have understood the concept, so let us begin with the first problem. Okay, the average weight of 26 students of a school is 54 kg. If the weight of the teacher be included, the average rises by 3 kg. Find the weight of the teacher. Okay, this problem let me solve with two methods. One is traditional method and another by deviation method or the shortcut method, you can see. Okay, let me solve it with traditional method. So initially the number of students are how many? The average weight of 26 students. So the number of students in the school are 26. Okay, so their average weight is how much? Average weight is 54 kg. If the weight of the teacher be included, so one teacher, this has to be 62. Okay, it is 62. Okay, if the number of students are 62, if the weight of the teacher is included, means one person is entering, teacher's weight is included, isn't it? One person is becoming extra. So now the number of entities became 63. The average rises by 3 kg. So when the teacher's weight is included, the average will rise by 3 kg. So now earlier it was 54 kg, it will rise by 3 kg. So the new average will be 57. Okay, find the weight of the teacher. So what is the weight of the teacher they are asking? Okay, now number of students we know and average we know. So from this we can directly calculate sum, isn't it? So sum will be how much? Sum will be 62 into 54. Okay, I'll call it as sum 1. It is 62 into 54, which is equal to 1348. Okay, when you multiply you will get this. Next, afterwards one teacher is included. So now the number of entities became 63 and the average weight increased by 3 kg. So the new average became 57. So next sum, new sum is how much? 63 into 57. So new sum is 3591. Okay, so what is the difference between the sum? Okay, if we find the difference between the sum, that is the weight of the teacher coming. So 3591 minus 3348, which is equal to 243. So this is the weight of the teacher. Okay, when the teacher came with this much weight, then the average changed to 57. Okay, so this is the traditional method how we solve. Now Let me see with the shortcut trick. Okay, now we know that earlier 54 was the average weight. That means all 62 students were assumed to have 54 weight. Each was assumed to have 54 weight. Now since new teacher is included, the number of members in the class became 63. When the new teacher included, since the number increased, it is given that the average weight also increased. How much it increased? It increased by 3. So new average became 57. This means that each person, all 63 members are having 57 weight, isn't it? So now what is the weight of the teacher? Let me see what is the weight of the teacher. So weight of the teacher is given by old average plus increase in the average, okay, increase in the average into the number of new members. Okay, so what is old average? Old average is 54 plus increase in average. So how much increment in average happened? It 3 into the number of new members is how much? 63. So it is 63. So 54 plus 3 into 63 is 189. So 54 plus 189 is nothing but 243. Okay, in just simple 2 steps we solved this problem. But here if you go with the traditional method, you have to multiply everything here. 62 into 54, 63 into 57, this takes a lot of time. But here if you know this, how to solve, directly you can substitute the values and you will get the answer within few seconds. Now if I have to explain how you got this formula, okay, let me explain how you got this formula. Okay, no need of by hearting. It is very easily understood how you get this formula. So let me discuss that. Now see here, we know that each person is having minimum 54 weight, 62 students, isn't it? So the new person who is coming, okay, by his coming, the average weight is increasing by 3 kg, isn't it? That means the new average is becoming 57. This shows that I told you in the previous concept that if the new person who is coming, if he is bringing something which is more than the old average, then the new average always increases. Okay, this means that the new average is increasing, isn't it? So this new average is increasing means the person who is coming, his weight is more than 54. It has to be more than the old average, isn't it? It is more than 54. So how much more it is? Okay, plus minimum he is having 54 weight, but how much more than 54 he is having? Now 3 if you give to all 63 members, okay, now the new average became 57, means each 63 people, all 63 people are having 57 weight, it is assumed, isn't it? So how each person got 57 weight? By increasing 3 of each. Initially they were having 54, isn't it? Each person was having 54. Now each person's weight is increased by 3, like that all 63 people is increasing, all 63 people is increasing by 3 kg. That time only the average is increasing by 57, means from 54 it became 57. So 3 increment of each person means how much? 3 into 63. 63 members are there and 3 kg is increasing of each person. So when you add this, when you multiply this, it is 189. So this 189 plus the previous average, okay, whatever is there, that will give us the weight of the teacher. Weight of the teacher. Okay, so this is nothing but 243. Okay, This is very easy, and if you use this concept in solving the remaining problems, then you can solve the average problems within few seconds. Let me, if it is it will not be clear with only first problem, let me solve some more problems, then you will easily understand. Let us go to the next problem. The mean weight of 34 students of a school is 42 kg. If the weight of the teacher be included, the mean rises by 400 grams. Find the weight of the teacher. Okay. What they are saying, mean weight of 34 students means the number of students are how many? 34 of a school is 42 kg. So the average of their mean is nothing but average. Okay. So the average weight of 34 students is how much? 42 kg. If the weight of the teacher be included, means teacher is included, means the number now became 35. Then the mean will rise by 400 grams. Okay, 400 grams. So it is kg, 42 kg. So this is given in grams. So let me convert grams in kg. So 400 grams is nothing but equal to 0.4 kg. So how is that? 400, we know that 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, isn't it? So 1 gram is how much? 1 gram is nothing but 1 by 1000 kg, isn't it? So 400 gram will be how much? 400 gram is nothing but 400 divided by 1000, which is equal to 0.4 kg. Okay. Next, so the average will increase by 400 grams. 400 grams is nothing but 0.4 kg. Okay. So the new average will become 42.4 kg. Okay, when the teacher's weight is included. So find the weight of the teacher, they are saying. Now we know how to find the weight of the teacher, isn't it? Weight of the teacher. Now since the weight is increasing, the weight is average is increasing, isn't it? Since the average is increasing, means that the weight of the teacher will be more than the old average. Obviously it will be more than the old average, hence only the average is increasing. Therefore the weight of the teacher is nothing but old average, that is 42, plus how much it is increasing? It is increasing by 0.4. 0.4 into the number of new members is 35. That is 0.4 of each person is increasing of all 35 members. So 0.4 into 35. So it is 42 plus 0.4 into 35 is 14. So 42 plus 14 is 56 kg. Okay, the weight of the teacher is 56 kg. Okay. Next, the average of 6 workers in a company is 37 years. If a new worker is employed, the age is decreased by 2 years. Find the age of new worker. Okay. Now we'll solve this with both the methods, traditional method and shortcut method. Why I am solving this? Because you will understand what all calculations you can cut down, okay, and save your time. Traditionally, how we can solve? The average age of 6 workers. Okay, so the number of people are how many? 6 workers in a company is 37 years. Okay, the average age is how much of 6 workers? It is 37 years. If a new worker is employed, okay, a new worker is employed means then after increasing, the 6 people became 7. The age is decreased by 2 years, the average age, okay, the average age is decreased by 2 years. Okay, that means when the new person is entering, the average is decreasing by 2 years. Okay, so now it became 37 minus 2, 35. The average became 35. Find the age of new worker. Okay, the age of new worker they are asking. Now, traditionally how you will solve? I told you all, sum is nothing but number of entities into average. So first find out this sum. 6 into 37 is 222 and 7 into 35 is 245. So when you take the difference of these two, okay, when you take the difference, we'll get the age of the new worker. So 245 minus 222, that is nothing but 23. So 23 is the age of new worker. Okay, but this in a shortcut way, how we can solve? Age of worker is equal to, now see here, when the new person is entering, the average is decreasing. This means that whatever age is there of the new person, it is less than the old average. It is always less than the old average. So old average is what? 37. So it is always less than that. Less than that means it is minus, you have to take. Okay, then how much is it is decreasing? It is decreasing by 2. And how much, for how much people? 7 people. Okay, 2 into 7. So 37 minus 2 sevens is 14. So 37 minus 14 is 23. Okay, in simple one step you got the answer. Okay, why I did it minus here? Because we know that the new person who is coming, when he came, the average is decreasing. The average decreasing means what? New average will always be less, isn't it? The new average will always be less. So new average became less here. So this shows that if the average is decreasing, then the person who is coming, his average will always be less than the previous average. Okay, so the previous average was 37, so it is always less than that, means you have to subtract. Okay, so how much you have to subtract? How much it has become less? 2 years less, isn't it? Of how many people? Always take the new number, not the old number. Okay, so new number is 7, so 7 people's 2 years is becoming less. Okay, so 2 into 7 will be 14. So 37 minus 14 will be 23. Okay, so this I can frame it in the formula also. Age of worker is equal to 30, always old average minus, if the average is decreasing, always take it as minus. If the new average is increasing, always take it as plus. Now it is given that average is decreased by 2 years, so it is minus the decrease in average into the number of new people or new entities. Number of new entities is 7, isn't it? So it is old average minus decrease in average is how much? 2 into number of new entities is 7. Okay, so when you solve this, you will get 23. Okay, in just one step we solved this problem. No need of multiplying here, and all. It will take a lot of time. If you just know how to do this, in just a fraction of second you can solve the problem and you can save a lot of time. Okay, now going to the next problem. The average weight of 10 members in a family increases by 2.5 kg. Okay, when a new member comes in place of one of them weighing 70 kg, find the weight of the new member. Okay, what they are saying is the average weight of 10 members in a family increases by 2.5 kg. Okay, average weight is increasing by 2.5 kg, but what is the actual initial average weight? We don't know. Okay, when a new member comes in place of them weighing 70 kg. Okay, weighing 70 kg means the new member's weight is given. It is given as 70 kg. Okay, here new member is replacing the old member. A new member comes in place of them, means and one member is going and one member is coming. Okay, he is replacing a person who is weighing 70 kg. So the new member who is coming, he is replacing a person who is weighing 70 kg. So that means the new member who is coming, okay, so the new member who is coming, his weight will always be more than 70 kg. Why? Because when he is coming, he is increasing the average. Okay, when he enters the family, when he replaces this 70 kg person, the average is also increasing by 2.5 kg. Means his weight has to be more than the 70 kg, then only the average will increase, isn't it? When the average will increase, I told you all, the average will increase only when the new person who is coming, his whatever he brings should be more than the old average, isn't it? So since he is replacing 70 kg and the average is increasing by 2.5 kg, hence the new member's weight should be greater than 70 kg, then only the average will increase, isn't it? Therefore the weight of new member is equal to, it should be greater than 70 kg, isn't it? So 70 plus, how much it should be greater? Increase in the, how much is increased in the average? It is increased by 2.5 kg of how many people? 10 people itself. Don't take 11, because he is replacing one of them, means one is going and one is coming, means 10 members will remain as 10 only. When one goes and one comes, okay, when one goes it becomes 9, when one comes again it becomes 10 only, isn't it? So the number of people are same only. So how much it is increasing? Average is increasing by 2.5 for how many members? 10 members itself. So 70 plus 2.5 into 10 is 25. So 70 plus 25 is 95. So the weight of new member is 95. Okay, why 95? Why we did it with 70 plus? Because we know that since the average is increasing, the new member's weight has to be greater than 70 kg, then only the average is increasing. So how much it is increasing? It should be more than 70. So 70 plus, how much more it should be? The increase in the average, that is 2.5. How much it is increasing? 2.5. For how many members? 10 members. Per head 2.5 it is going on increasing. So for per head 2.5 it increases. For 10 members, how much it is increasing? 25. So 70 plus 25 is 95. So the weight of new member is 95 kg. Okay. Next, going to the next problem. Average weight of young boys is 43 kg. If the weight of their teacher who weighs 63 kg is also included, then average becomes 45 kg. Find the value of m. Okay, here in previous problems we knew how many number of entities are there, but in this problem they have not given. We have to find out the number of entities. So what they are saying, m boys is average weight. Okay, there are m boys, we don't know how many. So m boys average weight is how much? It is 43 kg. Okay, then if the weight of the teacher is included, okay, if teacher is included, one more person is included, then it becomes m plus 1. That time the average weight increases how much? It is increasing by 45 kg, means it is increasing by 2 kg. Okay, then find the value of m. So we have to find out how many boys are there in the class. Now we know that if the average is increasing, okay, that means the average weight of the new person who is coming, the weight of the new person who is coming has to be more than this average, then only the average will increase. So we know that the new person who is coming, his weight is 63 kg, means 63 is greater than this 43, which is average weight, isn't it? Then only the average weight is, new average is increasing. Okay, so we know that weight of teacher is nothing but old average 43 plus increase in the average is how much? 2 into, for how many people? For m plus 1 I will take it as n, I don't know. Okay, that only we have to find out. Now weight of the teacher is given how much? 63 and 43 plus 2n. So 63 minus 43 is equal to 2n. It is 20 is equal to 2n. So 2 ones are 2 tens are, therefore n is equal to 10. But I know that n is equal to 10, but I want m. M is what? M is nothing but the number of boys. Okay, n is what? N is number of boys plus teacher plus 1. I know that, isn't it? Number n is nothing but number of boys plus teacher, but I want only m value, the number of boys value. So if I minus 1, so n minus 1, which is nothing but 10 minus 1, which is equal to 9. So therefore m is equal to 9 is the answer. Option C is the answer. Don't mark D, because 10 is the number of entities when after teacher is included, but we want only m, they are asking, the number of boys they are asking. Number of boys is what? M, isn't it? N we know it is m plus 1. N we know it is m plus 1. I have taken here. So n we got it as 10 and m plus 1. So m is what? 10 minus 1. So therefore m is equal to 9. That means 9 boys were there in the class. Okay. Next problem. The average age of some students is 25. Okay, there are some students, we don't know how many students. So some students, will take it as n. So the average age of n students is 25. Average age is how much? 25. A teacher joins them of age 56.5. Okay, a new teacher joins them. Okay, plus 1. So the now it became n plus 1. Okay, a teacher joins them of age 56.5. Okay, that new teacher's age is how much? It is 56.5. So that the new average of all students becomes 26.5. Okay, the new average, the average increases to 26.5. That means it is increasing by 1.5. Find out how many students are there. Okay, so the number of students they are asking, n is equal to how much? Okay, next, this n plus 1 I will take it as m. Okay, next, we know that age of teacher is equal to, now since the average is increasing, it means that the age of teacher is always more than the old average. So it is, old average is 25. 25 plus, it is increasing by how much? It is increasing by 1.5. 1.5 into the number of new entities. Number of new entities we don't know. I have taken it as m. So write it as m. Now age of teacher it is given, it is 56.5. So 56.5 is equal to 25 plus 1.5 m. Okay, then 56.5 minus 25 is equal to 1.5 m. So 56.5 minus 25 is 31.5 divided by 1.5 is equal to m. So when it can be written as 315 divided by 15, 15 ones are, 15 twos are 30, 15 ones are, which is equal to m. So m is equal to 21 I got. Okay, but I don't want m value, I want n value, isn't it? We know that m is equal to n plus 1 I have taken here. M we got it as 21, n plus 1, therefore n is equal to 21 minus 1, which is equal to 20. So that's how many students were there? 20 students. So the number of students in the class were 20 students. Option, it should be 20 here. Okay, option B is the answer. Okay, next problem. A batsman in his 12th inning makes a score of 63 runs and thereby increases his average score by 2. What is his average after 12th innings? Okay, a batsman in his 12th innings. Okay, a batsman in his 12th inning. Okay, how much he is scoring runs? In his 12th inning, he is scoring 63 runs. Okay, and thereby increases his average score by 2. Okay, his average score is increasing by 2. We don't know actually how much it is. So, but it is increasing by 2 when he makes 63 runs in the 12th innings. So, what is his average after 12th innings? So, what is his new average? Okay, new average after 12th inning, they are asking. Okay, now we know that average is increasing by 2, isn't it? When the average is increasing by 2 means it is all the now score what it is made, it is always greater than the old average. Okay, the score of batsman in 12th innings is equal to, it is always greater, isn't it? Greater than the old average, but we don't know what is old average. So let it be old average plus, it is increasing by 2 they are saying. So 2 into how many number of innings is 12. Okay, number of innings is 12. So the score made by batsman in 12th innings, it is given 63. So it is 63. Okay, old average plus 24. Therefore 63 minus 24 is equal to old average, isn't it? So it is 63 minus 24 is nothing but 39 is the old average, but they are asking us what is new average. Okay, new average we know it is increasing by 2. Okay, new average after 12th inning they are saying. So till this 39 is the old average, means it is the average till the 11th inning. Okay, but after 12th innings, what is his new average? Average after 12th innings, okay, is equal to, we know it is increasing by 2 they are giving. So old average plus 2, 39 plus 2, which is equal to 41. Okay, so 41 is his average after 12th inning. Okay, so option B is the answer. So with this simple formula, you can solve all the problems, okay, within few seconds. So let us go to the next part.